Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention that the screen had started. Good morning. Welcome to Animal Behavior. What we're going to be doing today is two things. First of all, we're going to take a little assessment on the guy that you see here in front of you. Um, we took a practice assessment on Monday. Whether you were here or not, I still think you need to take this practice assessment today. I'm going to use this as a piece of evidence in your ability to use the concept of the class in and to analyze new situations. So if you weren't here on Monday and you're worried about it, just give it your best attempt, and I can give you feedback based on that. For those of you who were here on Monday, you should kind of have an idea of what we're trying to do. So I'm going to ask the teacher, Miss A, to pause the video right here. You need to go get your notebook. You need to open it up to the behavior causes section. You need to get a blank piece of paper and put your name on it, and you need to get out a pen or pencil. So if we could pause it here, and we'll move on to the next section. Okay, well, hopefully you paused it and you have gotten your materials together and you're ready to go. As you take the assessment, the only tool you can use is what is in your notes. You cannot talk to each other about this. You can't use your cell phone. You can't use your Chromebook. So all of the Chromebook, your cell phone, all that stuff should be put away because otherwise I cannot use this as a valid measure of what you do or what you can do. So to start with, I'm going to play a quick section of a video here. I'm going to describe the behavior, and then you're going to have some time to write. Okay, so here's the video.
Hawaii is the remotest island chain on the planet. These pools look the perfect place for a fish to live, secluded and free from competition and predators. Yet few contain fish, for one very considerable reason.
So this waterfall here is going to become a big part of the behavior that you're going to be observing.
Surely no fish could swim up this. But one fish comes from the ocean intent on colonizing these streams.
So this fish and the behavior you're seeing right now,
goby, and it's a rock climber.
That's the behavior you're going to write about, is this rock climbing behavior in these gobies.
With pelvic fins fused into a disc which acts like a sucker, all the goby needs is a film of water to climb through.
Notice it's using its lips, pulling itself up the rock, and climbing.
The pioneer is soon followed by many others, possibly following its scent trail.
So they do think that following each other's scent is part of how they kind of decide which path to take, although they can climb a path that hasn't been followed before. You'll notice different sizes. The big ones are the females, the small ones are the males. They've just reached sexual maturity and they're ready to mate, but they need to get to the top of the waterfall before they'll do that.
They clamber on, ever upwards against the flow. Drops of water fall like bombs. False leads waste crucial energy. Some must rest. For others, the effort is just too much. Many die in their attempt to reach the top.
Very dramatic music. Look at the fish. Look at this climbing. That's kind of impressive.
Against all the odds, a few heroic individuals do make it to the top. They find themselves in a near-perfect fish habitat.
And so this is where they're heading, to these pools.
Where the gobies can feed and grow and breed in peace.
So that's an important piece right there of what happens. For a little bit more context to what you just saw, here's some background information projected up on the screen. The goby is a fish. It's born in the pools above the waterfall originally. They get washed away after they're born, end up in the ocean, and then after 1 year in the ocean, they reach sexual maturity, and that's when they return to their home streams. So all this is in the text here, and we'll leave this up on the screen for you to look at. At that point, they enter the river, their home river, and their mouths and fins actually start changing shape due to hormones in their body, and then those same hormones get them ready to reproduce by producing sperm and egg. When they reach the waterfall, that's when the behavior you're to write about begins. So make sure you pay attention to that. That's the behavior you want to talk about, is the climbing the waterfall behavior. They climb by suctioning their body to the rocks and pulling themselves up using their lip. They might be following the scent trails of others, although they certainly will climb on their own just because they run into the waterfall. Above the waterfall, they find these perfect pools where there's no predators and they can lay their eggs. It's not likely that they know where they're going, but they're certainly like motivated to get there. And that's where they mate and lay their eggs, and then soon after the cycle repeats itself. So now, what is it that I want you to do? So now I want you to do two things for me. So let's make this a little bit bigger so that it's easier to see on your screen. You have two things that I need you to do. I need you to describe the causes of the behavior in the goby. Okay? And you need to describe it as an animal behaviorist would describe it. Okay? And you need to justify your answer using definitions from your notes and specific examples from the video. Okay? And I'm looking to see that you can define and use the key terms of this topic. So we're going to pause the video again here and have you write for about 20 minutes or so, 15 or 20 minutes, and get a nice solid answer developed. And after that time, if Miss A, if you could pause this, and then after that time, after about 20 minutes, you can restart it, and I'll tell you what I want you guys to do at the very end of the hour. Good luck. Okay, all right. Now, hopefully everybody's done. I hope you felt successful on that. If we'll go through it, and you can get some feedback on how you did, and we'll build that skill from there. The thing I need you to do at the end of the hour right now, though, is I need you to go and find your data from the termite lab. And you're going to create a one-pager. And the one-pager is going to have a claim evidence reasoning statement. So you're going to write the question at the top of the page that your group answered. Okay? Oops. Okay, so the question your group answered will go at the top. The claim you are making based on your evidence. Okay, and then I need you to divide the page into two sections. One section is going to be your evidence. Okay, and I need you to organize and present your evidence in some way that's visually appealing. A graph, a table, maybe simplified diagrams of how you collected data on the behavior of the termites. And then next to the evidence, kind of in a separate column, I want your reasoning. And that's a statement explaining why the evidence you gave actually supports the claim that you make. So you're explaining the connection between the two. This is the part that people struggle with the most. It's really sort of justifying your argument. That's what I need you to finish up, and I need your group to turn in one of these with your names on it and including all of these pieces of information. And with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you when I get back to class on Friday. No, that's not right. Tomorrow. All right, see ya. Thanks.